Hey guys, it's AP Gains here. Welcome back to another subscriber roster review. Now, before we get into this review, I just wanted to let you guys know of a couple very important things. First and foremost being, we're almost at 500 subscribers, and we're going to have a 500 subscriber live Q&A on Discord. So if you'd like to be a part of that, please join the Discord. There'll be a poll chat where you can pick a time and a day that is best for you, so you can be a part of that. Also, I want to let you guys know of two very important ways you can support this channel. The first and foremost being, get yourself Star Wars Monopoly. The second, of course, is subscribe, like the video, comment as much as possible. It helps get the videos out to other people and grow this community, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the video. All right, we got another roster review coming in. Shout out to Martin for being the next Patreon patron. Your video I got up literally as humanly possible, as fast as humanly possible. To all of those the other 3 or 4, I will do your videos right after I do this one. So you'll get your shout out in the next YouTube video, and check Patreon for your roster review with the full 20-minute in-depth review. All right, we got Javin Vigil here. He's a level 76 character running a Jedi Knight Anakin clone team in Squad Arena. I'm actually going to go into ships really quickly, because ships can be super important early game. It's a place where you can take advantage. I would suggest not running Endurance. Endurance is not as good as, say, Home 1, which is my favorite, or Executrix, which is a common one. People who run Geo fleets, because Geo fleets are pretty easy to farm, often run Executrix. I got my bounty hunters up to 5 stars, enabling me to get the Millennium Falcon, which made Home 1 better for me, but I would probably try to run an Executrix lead once you get your Geonosian fleet up a little bit. Obviously, you'll still run Ahsoka and Anakin as reinforcements for that fleet. But let's hop in. Level 76. At this point in the game, we should see... Okay, so one thing I want to note is all of these characters, especially if you're really low in GP, don't waste any resources gearing them up or leveling them. All of these characters should be level 1. Like, all of these. Until you hit GAC, you kind of should really have like one Squad Arena team that's a good late game team. So the team you're using now is fine, because clones are useful, though they're not super efficient, and Jedi Knight Anakin is obviously solid. What I would have rather you do in Squad Arena is like, because Bastila Shan, especially with the quadruple drops recently, is a lot easier to farm. So I would have got her up to 2 or 3 or 4 stars, put the Anakin with her, and then thrown any Jedi you happen to have. Oh, you have Bastila, okay. So I would probably run Bastila. Clones can be effective, it's just the longevity kind of drops off. I actually had a conversation with the guy in Discord. Let me actually switch over to Discord and find his name. He's Dallas on Discord, I think. And Deathstrokes on YouTube, yeah. So we were having a conversation about clone troopers, and the point came up. Clone troopers are great for offense. They're great for Squad Arena. But why do I keep harping on them not being as good as everyone else thinks they are? I simply only run like high banner offensive teams in GAC. I know you're not in GAC yet, so I'm not harping on you, this account, for having clones, but they do a ton of damage, but the recovery is not fantastic. It's like one decent AoE, and then you've lost all protection banners. And yeah, you can recover one banner with the Shock T ability, but I just prefer not to use those, since teams like Bounty Hunters, CLS, there's the Jedi Knight Revan with Jolie Bindo, then Bastila Shan with Yoda. Teams like that, like a Padme team, that can get guaranteed high banners. And then as long as you just are way more efficient than your opponent, I mean, they're not going to ever beat you. So that's simply what I meant when I've been harping on clones a little bit recently. So the big gripe I have with this account is, obviously, you don't need to level up all these characters. There's a huge waste of resources, of credits, which are kind of hard to come by. Like, having a level 48 resistance pilot isn't really going to do much for you. Characters that you can, like your clones, you're using them for Squad Arena, so obviously put gear and level on them. Your Anakin, your Separatist, which will be eventually useful for Padme once you hit level 85. Your Darth Vader, I mean, he's going to eventually need to be up. Any of your Jedi. Your Geos, if you ever are planning on eventually getting your Brood, but like all these other characters like don't need to have any credits wasted on them. It's just ballooning your GP for no reason, especially since like Phasma, like Talia Pilot, Consular Scout, I'm gonna die, this Pilot Queel, Royal Guard, Resistance Pilot, Clone Wars Chewbacca, Sergeant Qui-Gon, Snowtrooper to an effect, any Jawas. Like, you're never ever going to use these characters, so there's no real point in leveling them up. Unless you are just like a collector's account, and at that case, you might as well not level them up anyway. So that's what I think on that. See how you're doing on bounty hunters. No bounty hunters. Wow, interesting. Not even a Boba. Normally Boba is first or second to get to 7 stars. An efficient free-to-play account, so that's definitely interesting there. Obviously, we went over, you got solid clones. Empire, they're about par with the rest of your teams. You're not going to have a lot of Galactic Republic because Padme is a legendary. And GK is kind of hard to come by, so is Shaak Ti because you don't have the ships for that. You got your 4 Geos. Once you hit GAC, I would farm towards a 4-star Brood Alpha once you get that node opened up. And then that's a fantastic defensive team in Division 10. I mean, I don't think any team is going to beat that, so throw that on your front wall if you're new to Division 10, and you'll win there. Jedi, like I'm gonna die, Qui-Gon, Guardian, Mace, Consular. These are fine, but those guys should be level 1, gear 1, since we don't use the Mace capital ship. Old Republic, you got Basilisk Shawn. I think you should have Jolie Bindo opened up at this point. I would start farming him if at all possible. Rebels. Okay. Eventually, you're going to start to work towards CLS because the Rebels are a pretty easy farm. Sith, you got whoa. Sith Trooper, interesting. Separatists, we're looking about average. Tuskens? Oh man, no Tuskens? Alright, do you have a cup? Where's our cup? No cup. Oh man, you gotta have that cup and that Tusken, man. Alright, so you're doing good stuff. Just cease with the unnecessary leveling.